Greetings and salutations and welcome to my Battlefleet, my Gothic Armada. So, I've been playing a bit of this game. It's an early access game set in the Warhammer 40k universe, if you cannot tell. Holy glorious Gothic. Look at this ship. Look at this ship. This is the Light of Sol. This is my flagship, my Admiral. Or the flag, the ship on which my Admiral resides. Currently, there's only 2 different types of ships in the game that I'm aware of. There may be more, like you may need to rank up to get them, I don't really know. Basically, this is a light real-time strategy game. Light in that you only manage a few things, there's no bases, there's no construction, it's just the strategy of your ships. It's a lot, like very, very focused. Depth is indeed a real thing that exists. Fleet management is also a thing that exists, and it seems to me that your ships can level up, as my ships have leveled up. Currently I've played 1 game on the multiplayer ladder. I've played a few matches of the campaign, and 1 match before then of just the random skirmish. The skirmish, I didn't know what was going on, and I'm pretty sure I lost. But, as I've learned a bit more, I understand more. I understand that there's a great deal more complexity to this game than I originally expected, which is good. So I have two main ships that have seen combat. The Light of Sol, which is a Dauntless Mark II, aka a Dauntless light cruiser with torpedo tubes on the prow. I like torpedoes. Torpedoes deal damage without... They can deal damage through shields, which is kind of wonderful. And then a regular Dauntless with a Lancer mounted on the prow instead of the torpedoes. Lancers deal a lot of damage, a lot of potential for crit, and ignore armor, but do not ignore shields like torpedoes. The Light of Sol, I named because it's obviously my Admiral's flagship, and I feel like that's a suitably glorious name within the 40k universe. The Watchful Sentry I named because it sounded cool, and I was listening to Jesse Cox play Oxenfree, and he examined a thing called, it's like, this embodies the spirit of the Watchful Sentry, and I'm like, actually, that's exactly what I want for my fleet. A ship designed for stealth and observation. Consequently, it has a recon beacon attached, although part of me is like, I should really opt out of the recon beacon and into the other device. But, you know, what you gonna do? I don't think I'll do that. And having won, I earned some renown and some requisition, so I thought I'd requisition myself a second Dauntless. I am unlikely to be able to field this in battle because point limits. But eventually... this ship's going to be all about the boarding actions. Namely, it's going to, once I figure out, or once I get the points to start getting favors, I'm going to assign it to the Adeptus Astartes, which, as I understand it, puts a complement of Space Marines onto the ship, allowing it to, well, be great at boarding. It gets additional boarding actions. Its boarding actions, I think, have a shorter cooldown, but I'm not sure about that. And its boarding actions are significantly stronger, more chances of success. I will also, of course, be getting rattings in the when my crew levels up, because, well, who wouldn't want extra troop value on a boarding type ship? Obviously, I also have the escort ships in the fleet, but they cannot be modified in any way. They just exist to fill out your requisition points, your team value. Hopefully the game works. It is a very, very early beta at the minute. You can only play 2 factions, Imperium and Chaos. Orcs do exist, as do Eldar. I'm very, very interested in how that works out, actually. Because warp jumps are a mechanic in the game, but the Eldar don't use the warp, they use the webway, and as I understand it... Oh. Did it work? Nope, it didn't work. What do you mean, choose my faction? Steve! Admiral Steve! I want to get my hands on the Orcs, because the Orcs actually have customizable ships, and that's their main strength, is their ships are entirely... All their ships are customizable, and entirely customizable, I believe. Like, I think you can actually customize which weapons and such, which is not an option for the Imperium, at least to the degree that I've played. Turns out, game didn't want to start. Now, Fraps has been known to crash this particular game engine, and I may decide to switch to using OBS if this doesn't work out. Fraps is just so much easier. Look at this glorious artwork, like, holy shit. The Orc ships in the back fighting the frickin' Imperial Navy. Hells yeah, eagles for days, boys. I would really like to see different, like, at the minute, judging by the UI, there exists a 1v1 and a 2v2 mode. We're currently playing 1v1 because it's the only mode that works. Oh, fleet points. So, we shall bring the Light of Sol. It is, of course, my Admiral ship. We shall also bring the Dauntless. The Hammer of the Mustardo. I need to rename that. It's got a name from the campaign, and names from the campaign are trash. Bring you. It's a cruiser clash, so it's just us fighting. I play the role of the defender, and we are in an unknown solar region. Alright, we're in a solar region, which means there is a sun. I've only played in deep space. I don't know what this would be like. To battle, gentlemen. Isn't space just so freaking pretty? Check this out. I start with a gas cloud, right? Which means I can have a ship in stealth. Hotkeys set. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna run silent and send this ship over here and move these fleet around, well, not fleet, these two ships around these asteroids and take a position near this gas cloud.
Awaiting orders. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
They will, assuming I make the distance in the allotted time, they will actually only think I've brought two ships.
Ship ready.
I'm gonna hold on to our abilities for now. We don't need our plasma bomb. I find that early on using your maneuvers is a terrible idea because they reveal your ships to the enemy. Doesn't make a massive difference, but
Ship
it does make
ready.
a difference. He's not gonna make it in time, is he?
Awaiting orders. Underway. At your command. Awaiting orders.
Enemy ships have switched to running silent.
Orders received. Setting course.
That's interesting. That emergency warp jump is on a
Yes, Admiral.
fairly long cooldown. We need to identify our enemies.
Activating tactical cogitators.
It's not too, I didn't realize you could do that in the multiplayer. That seemed like
Underway.
a single player only element.
All ahead full! Acquiring new vector! Helm coordinates acknowledged! Burn retros!
I'm happy to sit here all day and play the long range game.
Engines hot! Your orders? Course plotted! Ship ready! Orders received!
That drone's irritating.
At your command!
Could you keep, like, actually... Oh, right.
Activating tactical cogitators!
Have to deactivate the retro burn so that we can actually move.
Execute high energy turn! Cruising speed set!
I hate how I can hit myself. with
Changing
my
course.
torpedoes. Oh, chaos!
Your orders! Awaiting orders! Enemy ship sighted! We are the Imperial Navy! Yes, Admiral! For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
Ship ready!
Oh wow, you're going for the ram, eh?
Understood!
All gentlemen who hit this ship, please target its power generators.
Yes, Admiral! Orders received! Burn retros! Setting course!
Oh, not this stasis nonsense.
At your
You can
command.
bugger off with that.
Understood! Cruising speed set! Orders received! Target locked in! Target locked in! Yes, Admiral. Helm coordinates acknowledged! At your command. Course plotted. Underway. Engines hot. Setting course. Course plotted. Your orders.
Gentlemen, finish off that chaos scum.
Damage teams, begin repairs now! At your command. Changing course. Awaiting orders. Setting course. Engines hot. Targeting enemy vessel. Your orders? Targeting enemy
I
vessel.
didn't know I could set priorities.
Your orders? Setting course. course plotted.
That's interesting. Why? Oh, they've taken out my engines. That's an issue.
Changing course.
So now they can play the range game, and the problem is I am not a long
Ship
range.
ready. Underway. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Now, come on, asteroids. You gotta do better than that in protecting me.
Awaiting orders. Changing course. Underway. At your command.
Oh, feck.
Engines hot. We've lost an escort ship.
I didn't even notice that happening.
The navigator will guide us out. Understood. Escaping the
That
battle
was...
zone.
What? You cowards!
Orders received. Engines hot.
You filthy cowards! I missed it because it showed execute, and I thought it meant execute the action. Filthy Imperial Commander, saboteur, like, just... The ship's commander retreated. He was insubordinate, ignored my actions, and declared a retreat. Left me to die at the hands of chaos. Scum. Now I have to replace and retrain my crew. Filthy scum. You don't deserve that level up. That was clever play, destroying my engines. Because once I could no longer... Okay, so I can spend requisition to rebuild my ship quickly. That's real scummy. Game was probably terribly sound balanced, and I apologize for that. I didn't even think of that till now. My mind is now consumed with how to improve, how to advance, what is next. You don't seem to get any experience if you die in battle. That's probably makes plenty of sense. Probably. Having not fought against chaos before, was a new experience for me. Well, thank you all for watching. This is Battlefleet Gothic Armada, and I would love it if you went and picked it up. Yes, it's an early access game, so I don't recommend you buy it now. But on release, this will be very, very fun. I will be playing a lot of this because I'm just so involved right now. Campaign is really cool. Bit crashy at the minute, which is why I'm not playing much of that. But I like to get a full grip of all the strategy. It's complex to the point where, as I am bad at strategy games that don't involve just controlling a single thing, I will not necessarily be good at it, but it's not so complex that I don't think I can get good at it. I doubt I'll ever be pro, But I would like to see myself get good enough to, well, do some interesting things, show off some fleet designs, teach people how to play better. I'd like to see myself become just that good. Just look at this shit, man. Like, yes. Yes, game. I just need to rank up more so that I can unlock more different kinds of ships, because at the minute all I get is light cruisers. I need more than this. I need more than this to satisfy my Gothic boner. Thank you all for watching and have a lovely day.